Welcome back everyone. Thank you for joining Bow Time with Kerry. Today I'm going to show you guys how to close up a console. In this video I'm going to go step by step so you guys don't want to miss this. So before I go ahead and work on my console, I went ahead and used a piece of cardboard to mark out my template with. Then I got myself a piece of fiberglass board and marked out my template to cut it out with. And I am using a skill saw to cut out my template with. Before I do any form of grinding or sanding, I went ahead and bag off my area so I don't get any fiberglass dust inside the console to get on the electronics. As you can see, I got myself all covered up, no dust should get in. Everything's ready to go. What I'm about to do right now, I am about to dry fit my pieces so they fit snug inside there. So what I do, I go ahead and grind each corner to make sure it could fit inside of there. So I grind, dry fit until I get it. So after I got my template to fit nicely, I'm going to go ahead and grind the inside lip from the old electronics because they got caulking sitting around there, and caulking and high density does not fit well and it will not stick properly. If you guys are continue to watching this video and it's helpful, please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. It will help me out a lot. Thank you, and let's keep on going. So after I was done cleaning up my caulking inside my repair area, I went ahead and secured my fiberglass board inside my repair area. Remember guys, when you guys are gluing fiberglass board or cruiser board, always remember to leave a gap so you can backfill your high density inside those gap so it could stay. For my board to stay, I went ahead and used a paint stick to shimmy it so it would stay in place. Today I'm using vinyl Lester to glue in my fiberglass board. You're going to need vinyl Lester resin. You're going to need high density. You're going to need MEK, a paint pot, and a spreader. So because it's not such a large area, I am using at least 3 ounces of vinyl Lester resin. And then what you're going to go ahead and do is use your high density and mix together and kind of judge it and see how much you're going to need to get it to that paste. So that is what I'm doing right now. So after I mix it together and I got to that consistency of paste, it's time to spread it out and a cardboard to get all of it out nice and even out so I can mix my MEK together and mix it in very nicely so it could bond properly. So if you don't have enough MEK in there, it will not dry properly and you will have issues. So I'll go ahead and use myself a cardboard so I could judge it enough so I can make sure I work that MEK in there nicely. So after I got my paste mixed up nicely, it's time to go ahead and spread that paste inside that fiberglass opening on the console. As you can see, it's nice and dry and ready for grinding. So what I'm about to do right now, I'm about to remove my paint stick and let's start grinding away. So I start off with an angle grinder first to see if how well the angle grinder keeps up with the grinding. It works pretty well, but because it's such a large area, I decided to switch to a bigger grinder. I am using a dual grinder with a 24 grit 6-inch disc grinder. Remember guys, when you're doing fiberglass, when you're laying off fiberglass or you're adding on fiberglass, to always ground to a depth where you could put at least 3 to 4 layers of fiberglass. So exactly what I'm doing, I'm grounding down deep enough so I could put at least 3 layers of fiberglass mat down. So after I was done grinding, I went ahead and de-wax it with some acetone. So it's time for me to go ahead and start cutting myself some fiberglass pieces. So here's my fiberglass mat. You're going to need a scissors, a brush, stir stick, vinyl ester resin. As I said before, I'm using that. And don't forget your paint pot and also your MEK. So right now I am going ahead and cut my fiberglass pieces so I could glass up around my areas. So I'm cutting my glass and matching it and cutting it. And then when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and wet them out and apply them to my repairs. So I am using 4 ounces of Banner Leicester resin. I went ahead and add my MEK. So what I'm doing right now is mixing it properly so everything could mix in very well. So before you could do any form of glassing, always remember to wet out your fiberglass area first before you apply your glass. And always remember to wet both sides of your fiberglass mat so it could always stick and bond properly. Alright guys, this is my finished product. It's ready for the next steps. Thank you guys for watching, liking and subscribing my channel. And thank you and see you for part 2.